Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be reacting to more Barbra Streisand. We're going to be checking out her performance of the Yentl medley. This particular one was in 1994. And I had to look up what Yentl meant because I'd never heard of that word before, but apparently this refers to a movie that not only Barbra Streisand starred in, but actually co-wrote and directed. It's insane, like, just how much she has done in her life, because you would think to be such a star and talent in the world of singing and music that already is a lifetime for so many people, but now she's trying her hat at other fields, and different creative expressions require different skill sets. It is all very impressive to me, and I'm super excited to hear what this sounds like. I know it's not the full feature film. This is more of a, I guess, performance after the fact, but I think it'll help give us an idea of what the movie might be about from an emotional standpoint, and just the rough feel, because I don't know the plot there. Before we jump into this one today, a massive thank you goes to Patrick for making this reaction request and for bringing more Barbra Streisand to the channel. If you'd like to do that yourself, you can just hit the first link in the description box below. But without further ado, let's jump into it. It's not a Barbra Streisand performance if the crowd isn't immediately clapping.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. Those strings are glorious.
Oh, tell me where is it written what it is I'm meant to be? That I can't dare to have the chance to pick the fruit of every tree,
She's so gripping.
or have my share of every sweet imagined possibility.
Oh. The delivery of possibility there.
Sweet imagined possibility.
Oh.
Well, those are the questions that women have been asking for centuries. And incredibly enough, I think they're still asking them today. And I think that's what attracted me to Yentl and why I felt I had to make the film. Well, Yentl, as some of you probably know, is the story of a girl in Eastern Europe at the turn of the century, when the world of study belonged only to men. But Yentl's father, who recognized her thirst for knowledge, taught her secretly. After his death, in order to continue her studies, she had no choice but to go out into the world disguised as a man.
Wow. Like a version of Mulan. To fit in this world, to like scratch her creative itch, her intellectual itch. She had to defy everyone, pretty much.
Papa, are you near me? Papa, can you hear me? Papa, can you help me not be frightened? Looking at the skies, I seem to see a million eyes. Which ones are yours? Where are you now that yesterday has waved goodbye and closed its doors? The night is so much darker. The wind is so much colder.
I'm really glad she told us the story beforehand, because now the singing for Papa makes a lot of sense to me, because that was her person who understood her more than anybody else in the world and provided her that safety to fully be herself. And now in this moment where Barbara is singing out, acting as the daughter in that story, but singing out for that papa, she is basically singing out for her safe space to like come back and be with her. And it just makes the emotion of her performance hit so much harder. Oh God, this is good.
It's dark, the night is so much darker. The wind is so much colder.
She's really embodying that character.
The world I see is so much bigger now that I'm alone.
Da, 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 da.
Papa, please forgive me. Try to understand me. Papa, don't you know I had no choice?
God, I love how dynamic her voice
Can
is.
you hear me praying? Anything
Now the
you
strings
say,
follow her like a bunch of
though
little
the
ducklings.
night is filled with voices. I remember everything you taught me, every book I've ever read.
Oh my God.
And all the words and all the books
She was whizzing
help me to
around up
face
there
what lies
like a soaring bird.
ahead. The trees are so much taller. I feel so much smaller.
Oh my God, I love the melodic movement in
Moon is
this.
twice as lonely and the stars are half as bright.
Da, da, da. Wow, and the whisper. The whisper. I love it because I complimented Barbara on this in previous reactions, but it definitely needs to be restated here. The way that she can vary the timbre of her voice, in some moments she can be very conversational, in others she's extremely breathy. Maybe she'll use more grit or have like the most polished, glossy voice you've ever heard. She can choose any one of those effects at any one moment. It's almost like she can access these like pre-configured settings in her vocals, and it sounds like the best version of that setting you've ever heard before. And to help illustrate the story, she will switch between those voices. It's like the perfect way to, again, embody the performance, embody the story, embody the character. And that's why, like, there's so many details to point out with Barbara. You could pretty much go endlessly, but that's just how good she is. There's so many of the little details that she accounts for to make the full performance really cohesive.
And the stars are half as bright. Papa, how I love
The whisper.
Papa, how I need you. Papa, how I miss you. Kissing me.
Oh.
Good night.
Oh, with the strings. Oh my God. She just lifts you up with that note. I love it. It's like she found the ceiling and she just became super flush with it, because that note was so smooth.
That song touches everyone, doesn't it, in some way?
Definitely.
To go on with the story, Yentl then meets a boy who she falls in love with. But it turns out he's already in love with another girl. But because of circumstances that I can't go into right now, they're prevented from getting married. So, to make a long story short, or a short story long, he asks Yentl, who of course he thinks is a boy, to marry the girl, so he can still see her. Not Yentl, the other girl. So the girl and the girl get married. Now, if you want to see how Yentl gets away with the wedding night, you have to rent the video. But it's just a variation on the boy meets girl story. Very 90s.
Was that happening a lot in the 90s?
Anyway. Ow! I just came from New York, you know, the gay games and everything.
The gay games. Yeah, I wonder how racy these comments were back then, because now, like, the world has progressed in a lot of ways, especially socially. So, I don't think like any of this would be an issue. I'd imagine maybe the film was more provocative, and like had more polarizing opinions, but such is life. There's always going to be an argument about something. People can't just accept art for what it is. Let people be.
Anyway, one night he comes over to their house to study, but it's clear that the only thing he wants to study is her. Not Yentl, her wife, her. You get it? His eyes never leave her face.
It is a confusing thing. I need to see like a diagram.
See the way they gaze at her like slaves. They follow everywhere she goes.
Oh my God, she hovers.
Do my eyes forget themselves, and do I ever look at him and smile in such a way that what I'm feeling shows? Sometimes I get the feeling everybody knows, and even though it's crazy, still I can't help wondering if I'll ever live to see that day.
Oh. She just traveled her full vocal range, it felt like.
Miracles, he'll turn around and look at me that way. Oh, tell me where is the someone who will turn to look at me?
It's a beautiful transition to the section. It's like she's singing from atop a terrace.
The more I live, the more I live, the more I learn, the more
I was not expecting this kind of sound from the strings. There's an urgency there.
Each step I take, each step I have a voice in. Each page I turn, each page I turn. While I travel, only meet the more I have to go. What's wrong with
Oh my God. The harmony.
If you can fly and soar with all there is, why settle for? I can hear you, Papa, I can see you.
Yo.
Papa, I can feel you. Papa, watch me fly. Papa, watch me.
Oh my dear God. That was so climactic. Yo. I got chills like 10 different ways. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's why they pay her the big bucks. She can just turn the emotion up like it's nothing. More Barbra Streisand, guys, please.
I'm glad you like that.
Is there more? You should have got the Oscar.
All right, politics. I don't know how well this is going to go over in Orange County. But
The most progressive area, probably.
this This current administration has been beset with many.
Oh no, I was hoping for more. No, I mean, I thought we were getting to more. How long is this show? Maybe we'll have to do like the entirety of this particular performance at some point. I really loved what we got in those two tracks. The first one, like, we started off in a very emotional place that I felt very connected to the story and the way that she performed it. It felt so earnest. It did feel like she was the daughter in that situation, and it's basically like the David and Goliath. Like, she is against the world, and all she wants is that support. So I feel like I got all of that emotionality in her vocals and, of course, the lyrics. The second performance, I was almost at the beginning unsure of what kind of style or melodic direction we'd go, and then there were a few notable pivots within the song to bring us to that, like, I want to call it like 2.5 minute outro sequence where Barbra is just she is just like riding this like shooting star of a melody, and then the harmony comes in, and it's like she is trying to one up herself, but they're also both like doing the dance together. So one goes up, one goes down. Sometimes they go in unison, up and down. It's like a version of watching like two shooting stars like interwoven with one another, and over a long enough period of time they can become one. But on the journey there, you see all of the cool streams and the interlacing of like the asteroids and the different gases in orbit. And I think I saw this in like a movie once. But anyways, when she is like doing the harmonies with her own voice, that's a version of what it kind of feels like and what I visualize in my brain. But man, there's certain intervals that she will land on where she's harmonizing with herself that sound like heavenly, that literally put that euphoric feeling in your body the millisecond you hear it. And that's what it was like for me. In that last 2.5 minutes, there were like 15 different moments like that just immediately like plunged the dagger deep into that place of my body that gives me all the goosebumps, and I kept like re-upping on it. What a phenomenal experience. The way she just outroed that on such a high note, like, literally, but also metaphorically. She knows exactly how to let's say manage the room. But that was really fun. I hope you all enjoyed the reaction today. If you did, and again would like to request one yourself, you can use the first link in the description box below. That is the best way to support my channel. But thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.